What is going on, everybody? Oh, Arkansas has fallen to the Bulldogs. 37-0. Y'all should have known y'all couldn't come in and beat Georgia in between the hedges. I'm going to tell you, Georgia has the #1 defense in the country, and that has shown today. That defensive front, that's the best defensive front I've seen. Arkansas couldn't do nothing on offense. Now, I figured Arkansas would come in here and give Georgia a game. Georgia shut them down completely. Our cornerbacks shut the receivers down. And they tried everything they could to get the ball to Burks. And the only way they could is to hit him on screen passes. Not once did they throw him the ball downfield, because our cornerbacks was stuck to him like rice. I'm watching the Florida-Kentucky game right now, and neither one is impressing me. It's 7-7 in the second quarter, I believe. Now, I seen somebody said that Arkansas was going to win against Georgia. I think they predicted the score 28 or 20 something to Georgia 17. Buddy, you might need to go back and make another video and apologize, because if you thought Arkansas was going to come in between the hedges and defeat Georgia, buddy, you was wrong. What made y'all think that you beat Texas and Texas A&M, and you was going to come into Athens and beat Georgia? They don't have the defense that Georgia does. They don't have the talent, the players that Georgia does. Georgia has second, third, and fourth string players that they can put in, and has the same talent as a first string. You're not doing it. Now, I was impressed with the running game. We didn't pass that much because I think Kirby Smart was kind of nervous about letting Stetson Bennett throw the ball downfield. So he would rather him hand the ball off. Now, the second quarter, with 2 minutes and something left before halftime, why would you keep running it? You had all your timeouts left, and you steadily run and run and run and run. Why not try to score? It was already 24-0. Why not try to score and go ahead and make it 31-0 going into halftime? Now, if Georgia was to turn the ball over and Arkansas end up scoring, that would give Arkansas the momentum going into halftime, and then they got the ball back second half, starting of the second half. So that would give them the momentum to try to score again. Now, Georgia's lucky that didn't happen. But I thought Arkansas was going to play better than what they did. I figured it'd be a close game. I'll tell you, the first 2 plays of the game, Arkansas had the ball, that crowd went wild, causing Arkansas to draw 2 penalties right out the gate. I don't know how many penalties Arkansas had, but they had to had over 100-something yards in penalties. I don't think nobody's gonna compete against this defense. This defense Kirby Smart has built is championship caliber defense. They're all on the same page. They hardly make no mistakes. They know where to line up, and they go right where the ball is. And this new defensive back coach we have, I'm really impressed with him. And he came from West Virginia, and he turned their defensive backs around. I'm impressed with him. But I tell you, Georgia's defense shut that quarterback down. Shut the running game down. They couldn't do nothing. And all you kept hearing about, Burks this, Burks that. Burks had over 100-something yards in the past couple games. He's a threat when playing anybody. Quarterback. He's the best quarterback out there. Scrambling quarterback, big. If he gets in open field, watch out. Well, I can tell you, he didn't get past Nakobe Dean and Quay Walker and Channing Tyndale. Didn't get past Nolan Smith or Adam Anderson. Oh, Arkansas. Welcome back to Athens, Georgia, Sam Pittman. The offensive line impressed me. They finally was able to open up some holes for the running backs. And I'm going to tell you what, when the running backs got ahead of them, they got right behind them and pushed them downfield for more extra yards. Y'all do me a favor and give me a thumbs up. And if you ain't already subscribed, hit that subscribe button down below and that notification bell. I always make football videos during the week and the weekend. And I'm gonna start doing live chats. So y'all come on over, jump on in, and let's talk about some football. And Notre Dame lost today. Cincinnati beat them. Bye-bye, Notre Dame. You're out of the top 10. And there's some better games going on right now and later on tonight. Georgia's defense played all three phases of the game. Defensive line, linebackers, cornerbacks. That ain't nobody getting past this defense. I don't think there's a good enough team out there to get by this defense. I thought I was going to be on pins and needles during that game. But I didn't have to worry about it. I'm going to tell you, Georgia brought their A game today. And that crowd was right along with them. I think that made Georgia even more pumped up to play this ball game. You know, they probably been hearing all week, Arkansas's a different team. Got to watch Arkansas. They could wind up beating us. We got to be on our A game. They got a good quarterback, wide receiver, and running back. Not. Where were they at? And here people, Georgia ain't got nothing. They got a good defense, but they gonna do just like they did every other year. They gonna blow it. I think they just jealous because Georgia's way more better than what they are with better talent. Kirby Smart can recruit, and it's showing. Now, on the offensive side of the ball, I wanted to see Darnell Washington get some balls thrown to him and Brock Bowers. But they didn't have one ball thrown their way all day. I think we only threw the ball 5 times all game. Bennett only had 72 yards passing. Now, James Cook, if I ain't mistaken, he had like 12, 13 rushes for 87 yards. And then Zamir White had like 50-something yards rushing with 2 touchdowns. Kendall Milton had a touchdown. And I believe Kenny McIntosh had a touchdown. Our receivers need to learn how to get in open space more. How to get off of these defenders. They got to separate. I have noticed they're not separating from the defender like they should be. And I guarantee you there's teams out there right now trying to figure out Georgia's defense. There ain't no way of figuring it out. They come from you from all angles. From the ends, from the middle. Now, I don't know how many sacks Georgia had this game. I know probably 5 or 6. Florida and Kentucky still tied 7-7. The second quarter with 7 minutes and something seconds left. But I tell you, neither one of these teams is impressing me on either side of the ball. I don't know if it's because they both got good defenses or if both of their offenses is just that bad. I don't know what it is. That looks like it's going to be 3rd down for Florida. Y'all go ahead and jump on in here and let's talk about some football. I appreciate the 2 thumbs ups. Fourth down, Florida. Looks like they're about to punt the ball. Are they going for a field goal? Trying to reach that 100 subscribers. If y'all could help me out and hit that subscribe button down bottom, I sure appreciate it. I don't know yet. I'm debating, but after the football season, I might do videos during basketball season. I don't know yet. I'm debating on that. But I got a while. We still got football. Ah, he got it. 10-7, Florida over Kentucky right now with 5 minutes and 32 seconds left in the second quarter before half. Let's see. I think there. I wonder what the Taters are going to do against Boston College. I don't know what's going on down there, but obviously it ain't good. Wake Forest defeated Louisville 37-34. That was a good game. That was a real good game. Both of them teams they played some ball. Arkansas still, they was ranked number 8. Now they'll probably fall out of the top 10, but they're still a, a good team. Sam Pittman has really done a good job turning that program around. I will give them credit, even though they lost to Georgia today. I believe they gonna beat some teams this year. They could wind up second in the West behind Alabama. I tell you, Auburn don't look good. They play LSU tonight in Baton Rouge. Y'all keep hitting them thumbs up, that like button. 5 minutes and 27 seconds left in the second quarter, and Kentucky's got the ball now. Yeah, old Arkansas got blown out by Georgia. And they could have scored with our backups in towards the end of the game on that long pass he threw to the end zone, but ended up overthrowing the receiver. First and 10, Kentucky. I'm going to tell you, this running back Kentucky's got, this Rodriguez, that man's hard to bring down. Well, he's a good running back. Oh, Brenton Cox transferred from Georgia to Florida. Y'all leave some comments and let me know what y'all think about the Georgia-Arkansas game and any other game that's going on tonight. And I'll respond to them as I see them or as I get a chance. I will respond to all comments. Try to. First and 10, Kentucky on about the 40-yard line. Florida stops for a short gain. Georgia will go undefeated this year. What do I think about Alabama and Ole Miss? I tell you, I thought Ole Miss would give Alabama a run for their money, but Ole Miss is making too many mistakes. You cannot go for it on 4th down on Alabama's side of the field That was a bad call to me. You turn the ball over, Alabama scores right off of it. Alabama's defense is impressing me. I thought that game would be closer than what it is. But Alabama's going to wind up winning that game. Do I think Georgia will win against Auburn? Do I think Georgia will win against Auburn? The way Auburn played against Georgia State, barely won. I think Auburn is going to have problems against Georgia's defense. Now, I know they're playing in the Plains, and it's hard to play in Auburn. Georgia will win against Auburn. I don't think Auburn's going to be able to run on Georgia's defensive front. Yes, we do. Georgia at Florida. You right about that, man. I'm counting the days down to Georgia against Florida to get our revenge. They got us last year. They're not getting us this year. I've marked that on my calendar. I am so ready. And I tell you, Florida's offense ain't impressing me right now. Now, when they play Georgia, is Emory Jones going to start or will Richardson? Now, Richardson's a good quarterback. And I know right now he's not really playing because he's hurt. But you talking Jordan Davis and Devontae White and Adam Anderson and Nolan Richardson on the line, that's just a defensive front. That's not counting our linebackers. Our linebackers are fast. Now, the thing that worries me about Florida is that wheel route that Mullen likes to run with the running backs coming out of the backfield. Now, last year, they burned us with that. Now, Kirby Smart and Dan Lanning have to be prepared to stop that. Oregon is playing Stanford right now. And Oregon is winning that game, or actually they won it 24-17. That game's over, buddy. Oregon won that game 24-17. Everybody's starting to get in make it or break it season now. All conference games. Halftime, Florida 10, Kentucky 7. If Georgia goes against Alabama, is that what you asking? Now, both of them have a defense. That'd be a good game. You're going to have two good defenses on the field. Now, if our offense is able to move the ball and score points like we have been this season against Alabama, we'll win. But we can't make mistakes. Every year we've played them in the championship game and the national championship game, we're winning. Georgia should be number one in the rankings. We should be, but the way Alabama is beating Ole Miss, I don't see us moving up. Now, if Ole Miss could have beat Alabama, then I could see us moving up to number one. But as right now, no. We'll probably wind up staying number two. But that other question, we can't make mistakes offensively against Alabama. If we make mistakes, then it'll be a long day for Georgia. But if we can go in there and play an A game with no mistakes, oh, we can definitely win. And I believe we have the defense to shut their offense down. Did I like how Stetson Bennett played? I tell you, he played better in this game than he has played against Vanderbilt. Stetson Bennett, he needs to learn how not to throw in double coverage, just like today. Now, when he was scrambling, he had green grass in front of him. He should have ran. He could have ran for probably about 10 yards. But instead, he opted to throw it downfield in double coverage and about had it intercepted. Now, I would like to see Carson Beck play more. If you're just handing the ball off in the fourth quarter to kill clock, you might as well put in Beck. And Stetson Bennett and JT Daniels will be gone after this year. Our other quarterbacks need the experience. And to me, Kirby Smart and the coaching staff isn't giving them that. which Beck or Vandergriff could wind up transferring after the season. They might want to go somewhere else to get more playing time. And I believe Kirby Smart plays Bennett because he's dedicated to the program. He's a lifelong Georgia fan. But our other quarterbacks need to get the experience for next year. Ooh, 4-19. What do I think that score will be? Georgia 42? I say 38-14, Georgia. I believe Auburn will get at least 2 touchdowns.
Guys, pull over and take a little nap. Hear me?
Yeah. Oh, we will. We'll make it to the championship game. I believe it'll wind up being Georgia and Alabama in the national championship. But we're going to have to get by Kentucky and Florida. I'm not really worried about Auburn as much as I am Florida. If we can get by Florida, then we'll go. What do I think about Penn State? Penn State's got a good team this year. Now, I tell you, that was a real good game between them and Auburn. And I actually thought Auburn was going to win that game at Penn State. Oh, Oklahoma 37, Kansas 30. 1:20 to go in the fourth quarter. Oh, that's the final. So Oklahoma ended up winning that game. Ah. Oh, yeah, it is, isn't it? Uh-oh. Is number 3 going down? I tell you, this is a good weekend to watch some football. You got some really good games going on today. Oh, Stanford just scored. I believe that's ball game. I think that's the ball game. Number 3 Oregon just go down. If Oregon winds up losing this game, I don't think they'll drop out of the top 10. Yeah, I believe they get another chance. Penn State is getting ready to play Indiana. I'll tell you too, Georgia's old cornerbacks coach uh, ended up going to Indiana to be the defensive coordinator. And he's actually done a pretty good job over there with the defense. Oh, there's a flag. That's probably going to be targeting. Either targeting or pass interference. No, that wasn't targeting. Yeah, they will be. If they win. If Penn State wins, they would be number 3. Florida is playing Kentucky in Kentucky. Hey, Daniel, I'm crossing my fingers. I would like to see Kentucky win that game. Ruling on the field, targeting. I think that's going to be overturned. There wasn't no helmet-to-helmet contact. Overturned. I'd like to see this Boston College and Clemson game as well. 2nd and 10. Oregon. Lose what? Lose to Auburn? I don't know if I'll be mad. I mean, of course, I'll be a little upset, but that's part of football. We can't control what goes on the field. You know, all we are is fans. Love the game. We want to see our teams win and do good. But sometimes it just don't happen that way. I tell you, I'd like to win the national championship. Georgia hadn't won a national championship since 1980. It's time we bring another one home. And I believe Kirby Smart is building and has the defense to do it this year. Fourth and 8, Oregon. If they don't score here, that's a ball game. I appreciate you joining the chat, Daniel. That's the ball game. Out of bounds. Stanford defeats Oregon. Number 3. That's a tough one. Could be Ohio State. You might have, it's possible you could have 4 SEC teams in the playoff. Connecticut's beating Vanderbilt 3-0 right now in the first. Ooh, Penn State 34, Indiana 33. I would have to take Indiana on this one. I think they just a little better than Penn State offensively. I think Indiana's defense Indiana's defense is good this year. I'll say Indiana 35, Penn State 21. I appreciate you joining the live, Daniel. Hit that thumbs up and subscribe if you're not already subscribed, and hit that notification bell. Like I always say, I make videos every week and weekends, and do live stream. All right, third quarter just started. Kentucky gets the ball. First and 10. Oh my God. That man just ran for about 15 yards, 20 yards. I'm going to tell you, that quarterback, Kentucky, that not the quarterback, but that running back Kentucky's got, Rodriguez, he's hard to stop. Kentucky's driving. They're on the other side of the 50-yard line in Florida's territory, on Florida's end of the field. Second and 9. Oh, there's that. Looked like pass interference. I guess they ain't gonna call it. Guess her feet got tangled up. Third and 9. I tell you, ball games are starting to get to the nitty gritty now. Oh, that might be on about the 2-yard line. What a punt. Or did they say it went in the end zone? It was touched in the end zone. I don't think it was. I know old Stoops ain't happy. Yeah, they saying it went in the end zone. They Florida on the 20-yard line. I appreciate the thumbs up. Appreciate you tuning in, Daniel. Y'all have a great night. Enjoy the rest of the ball games. God bless and go dogs. Hoo, 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 hoo.